I'd like to welcome everybody to today's webinar. My name is Matt Henderson. I'm a project consultant here for the Clean Energy and Manufacturing Initiative. Today's webinar, we're pleased to have Bud Fogelman here to discuss the PPL Electric Business Energy Efficiency Program. Quite a mouthful, but definitely some great information here that we're looking forward to hearing. And we're lucky to have Bud with us here. He has over 10 years of experience and is an energy efficiency expert. And as I mentioned, PPL definitely has a lot of great programs and incentives. And Bud and I were speaking before about how we can get the word out because I think there's underutilized, and we hope that today's participants, which I know we have some manufacturers as well as some consultants on here to help us out, that they can take this back to the manufacturer, take it back to your staff, and hopefully get some benefit out of this. So, Bud, welcome. I'm glad you could join us here today. Looking forward to hearing what you have to say. And one last reminder, everybody, if you have any questions, I'd please ask you to submit those in the chat pod. We'll cover as many as time permits. So, Bud, looking forward to hearing what you have to say. Thanks for joining us today.
All right, thank you. And let's see, let's get a screen share started. And all right, we should have it. We good?
Yes, sir. All good here.
All right, thank you, Matt. Welcome everybody. Yes, we're going to talk to you about the PPL Electric Business Energy Efficiency Program today. So welcome. Here's my contact information. I'm an outreach manager. Been with been doing this for, as Matt said, for over 10 years. Always happy to take questions, help anybody any way that I can. Our agenda today will include a discussion of a general program overview. We'll talk about the downstream prescriptive and custom programs, our direct discount program, instant discounts program, and also how to apply for an incentive. Currently, we're in a 5-year program that started on June 1 of 2021, and it concludes May 31st of 2026. So we have ample time to not only work on projects that are in queue, but also to work with customers to develop other projects that they may be considering, or maybe they haven't considered, but through conversations we can sometimes identify energy savings projects and measures that are worth taking up and looking more closely at. This program is available to all non-residential PPL customers, and you can see that the service territory on the map covers a decent amount of the eastern half of Pennsylvania. So let's meet the team. We have an account manager team led by Joe Walter. We split the PPL service territory up by regions. We have RJ Burke in the Northeast and Lehigh Valley. We have Kayla in the Susquehanna and Central region. And we have Jennifer Garcia in the Harrisburg-Lancaster region. These are the people that will pick up the application. They'll work with it. They'll help review it. If there's questions, they'll be in touch. We'll work closely with the customer, the submitter, the trade ally, whomever it is, and process that from submission until the payout at the end, with the check being issued. Oops, went one too far. And we also have our outreach team, which I lead. We have Ryan Boyle, who covers the Central and Susquehanna area, Jennifer Vroman, who is in the Harrisburg-Lancaster region, and Connor Race in the Northeast and Lehigh Valley. My team's role is to get the word out. We're reaching out to customers, all the time. We hope that we can get the message to them, help them understand what opportunities exist in the program and how to access the program. So let's begin by looking at our program channels. We have prescriptive, custom, direct discount, and instant discounts. The prescriptive channel is available to all customers. We use deemed calculators to determine energy savings, and it pays 5 cents per kilowatt hour, up to 50% of the total project cost. Pre-approval is not required. However, we do encourage it. Estimators for the prescriptive measures are available for download from our program website if you would like to explore what is available and estimate potential savings for a project. Next is custom. When savings cannot be determined with a deemed calculation, we need to develop a measurement and verification plan. To do this, our engineering team will review the project and establish a baseline of energy use in the current condition. After the project is complete, they will collect information about the energy use of the upgraded equipment or new equipment, which is used to determine the energy savings. The custom channel incentive is 6 cents per kilowatt hour saved, up to 50% of the total project cost. Common projects are compressed air, chillers, pumps, motors, and VFDs, and also process improvement. Both the prescriptive and custom channels are available for retrofit and new construction projects. Applications can be submitted by the customer or the contractor they're working with. Direct discount is for small business customers. This channel is unique in that it is delivered to GS1 and GS3 accounts by enrolled contractors. The contractor will visit the facility, develop an offer, and if accepted by the customer, complete the application and the project. This channel provides a higher incentive, paid at 10 cents per kilowatt hour saved, up to 80% of the total project cost. We pay the incentive directly to the contractor, leaving the balance of the project cost to be paid by the customer. And lastly, instant discounts. This channel is available to all non-residential customers. Participating distributors provide a point-of-sale reduction in the project costs. No application needed to be submitted. The distributor takes care of that. Lighting is very popular of all the channels within instant discounts and is often used for maintenance and smaller lighting projects. So we'll take a look at the incentive structure. You can see that we have lighting and efficient equipment paid at 5 cents per kilowatt hour, custom at 6 cents, direct discount at 10, and CHP and solar paid at 3 cents. On January 1st of this year, we were very excited to announce a limited time bonus incentive for large customers. Qualified projects submitted by June 30th of this year that are completed by December 31st are eligible for an additional 6 cents per kilowatt hour saved. This equates to 11 cents per kilowatt hour for prescriptive projects and 12 cents per kilowatt hour for custom projects. We are approaching the final date for the applications to be submitted to qualify, again, June 30th. If you are a large customer with a rate code of LP4 or LP5 and have a project in mind, we'll be happy to work with you to submit the application. Just reach out to me to learn more and to see what we can do to help you. Digging a little deeper into the prescriptive offering. We have as many as 84 different measures, both for retrofit and new construction projects. Savings can be calculated using predetermined calculators from the TRM. And again, there are estimators available on our program website that can be downloaded and, estimate of incentives and to see the different types of projects that could qualify. Pre-approval, not required, but I do recommend it. This allows us to qualify the equipment prior to the purchase. That way, we're certain that the equipment being used is eligible for incentives. And again, prescriptive pays 5 cents per kilowatt hour saved, not to exceed 50% of the total project cost. Newly added this spring to our program is the HVAC tune-up and smart thermostat measures. And this is part of our prescriptive channel. This provides incentives based on the size of the HVAC unit to have it cleaned and tuned up. To be eligible, the equipment cannot be on a regular service plan or have been tuned up within the past 3 years. This is a great way to bring back to an efficient state of operation any HVAC equipment that you might be operating, saving energy and increasing service life. All customers are eligible, whether they have 1 unit or 100 units. Any contractor can perform the tune-up or install the smart thermostat. The application can be submitted by the customer or by the contractor. And as you can see on the screen, smart thermostats offer $15 per unit. And looking at the tune-ups, if the HVAC unit is under 1 ton, we provide $60 of incentive. 1 ton to 5 ton, $75. And over 5 tons, $125. Let's take a look at custom. When there is not a dean calculation available for a project in the TRM, we use the custom channel. Custom projects require our engineering team to develop a measurement and verification plan specific to the project. To determine savings, we establish a baseline of energy use, which is compared to the energy use of the new equipment. These values are then compared, and the final savings value is determined. If data logging is needed for a custom project, we can provide loggers, and we provide them at no cost. We just need an approved personnel to make the installation. After about 2-week period of logging, we will retrieve the loggers and use that data in our analysis. A note about pre-approval. While it is not required, again, it is recommended, especially for custom. To determine the savings, we have to have a baseline to compare to. Completed custom projects, while we can accept them as an application, if they don't have an established baseline, we have to try to establish what that baseline was. And, we'll look for a pathway, but in some cases, if we do not have a baseline information, we may find that the incentive cannot be calculated. So again, strongly recommend learning about these custom type projects early so that we can establish a good solid baseline. Combined heat and power. Time is running short for projects such as this. The development and build time for new CHP projects may not allow for completion by the end of the phase, which again is May 31st of 2026. If you are considering a CHP, now's the time to get started on the conversations that we would have to have and the application. Furthermore, I'll add that starting on July 1st, we're going to increase the incentive amount to match custom, which will be 8 cents per kilowatt hour saved. However, pre-approval for CHP is a requirement. Therefore, we would need to have the application submitted before the project begins. The direct discount program. An absolutely great channel for small business customers, those with either a GS1 or GS3 rate code. The direct discount program offers higher incentives for projects that are completed by an approved contractor. Direct discount contractors will visit your location, provide you with a proposal, and should you agree to their offer, they will take care of the installation and the application process for you. We will pay the contractor directly based on kilowatt hour savings times the incentive rate, not to exceed 80% of the project cost, leaving you to pay the balance to the contractor. Beginning July 1st of this year, interior lighting and other efficient equipment will be increased and receive 15 cents per kilowatt hour saved. However, exterior lighting will remain at the 10 cent per kilowatt hour incentive rate. I would like to point out However, that direct discount cannot be used for new construction or gut remodels or projects that are changing the usage of the building. For example, if it's changing from a warehouse to manufacturing, or if it has been vacant for a period of time. And lastly, projects that are simultaneously upgrading lighting and HVAC would not be eligible for direct discount. However, all of these cases that I mentioned above that are not eligible for direct discount would be eligible for incentives in our standard program. So I'll let you look at the screen a little bit. Here is a list of the many types of projects that can benefit from the direct discount program. I'll just give a moment there for everybody to take a look at that. All right, moving on to the instant discount program. The instant discount program provides the easiest way to get the benefits of the program. Enrolled distributors can provide you with a reduced purchase price at the point of sale. There's a predetermined incentive amount, which would be subtracted from the invoice, eliminating the need to submit an application or to wait until the project completes to receive your incentive. A few highlights about the instant discount program and eligibility. All non-residential customers are eligible. The installation must be completed within 90 days, and there can be no stocking of projects purchased using the instant discount program. And lastly, it cannot be used for new construction projects. We do offer HVAC, food service, and agricultural instant discounts. However, lighting remains the most popular part of this program. So let's talk a little bit about submitting an application. Applications are submitting using our online application portal. Contractors can submit on behalf of the customer, or a customer can submit for themselves. The good news is that no one has to figure it out on their own. Our team stands ready to support the submitter throughout the process. We offer to set up a call to walk the submitter through the entries and uploads for the application. It's not a difficult process. We provide you with a list of documents needed ahead of the call, and these calls typically take 30 minutes or less to start and complete a project application. Once submitted, our team will review the application and begin to work on the process. When the project is completed, simply go back to the application portal, upload any final documents, and request payment. At that point, we will complete the final analysis and issue an incentive check. If you have a project that you would like to submit, please reach out. When a project is submitted, our team begins the review process. If any documents or information is missing, we'll reach out. Any application that is in good order is then moved to engineering. Engineering will review the project and work to create an estimate of savings and incentive. If they have any questions or requests, we'll reach out. For some of the more complex custom projects, we even set up a kickoff call where the engineer can talk to the customer or the contractor to get a better and more familiar understanding of the project as they begin to work on the analysis. Once an estimate is completed, we send out a pre-approval letter that indicates the expected energy savings and incentive amount. When we send this letter out, we are also reserving incentives for the project. Once a project is finished, we will complete that analysis, and then the incentive is determined using the final savings values. So to submit an application, we offer links and buttons throughout our program website. A few examples are shown on the screen from our main website page. Just a click and you'll be taken to our application portal. On the application portal screen, if you do not have an account created, you can simply click on the green register button and follow the prompts, enter your information, and you'll be all set. You'll now be able to log in and begin to submit your application. Furthermore, you can log in at any time to check for messages about your project or to check the status of your project as it moves through our process. We do offer some demos. These are available on our resources page. These are our tutorials on how to register, how to submit, how to request payment, all bringing us to that point where we do our final analysis and send the project to payment. And then a check can be expected within 4 to 6 weeks after that final engineering review is complete. And with that, it takes us to questions.
Hey, thank you, Bud. That was very informative, and I would say somewhat almost like pushing the easy button here. So, yeah, if you keep your information up there, appreciate it. Did have a couple questions came in about there's a lot of other incentives and programs out there, federal and state. Can these be stacked? The PPL incentives be stacked with other programs?
So here's how I'd answer that. We have no rules that say that you can't use our incentives along with other programs, other incentives, other grants. Now, I will offer that I would look at the details of the other programs, grants, etc., to make sure that there's no prohibitions from their side. But as far as we're concerned, stack them up, whatever it takes to help you become more efficient, use all the resources that you have.
Okay, great. And then another question, you talk through the incentives and specific ones. If somebody is unsure, what do they or could they qualify for? I'm assuming that's something your team can help them walk through, just taking a look at what they do and their utility bills.
Exactly. We just give us a call. We are willing to set up a phone call. We're willing to come out, meet you on site, take a look at projects. We're always standing ready to help somebody access the program, understand how to best utilize it, and get them, get that application submitted, get things moving so that they can receive the incentive.
Okay, great. Appreciate that. So I'm not seeing any more questions. I will put in the chat pod there for everybody to if you have more questions or information about the Clean Energy Manufacturing Initiative, take a look at our website at wemakeithere.org/clean energy. We will post a copy of this video as well as contact information. And again, we do have some other incentives or some other tools out there. And this is just one of those tools that we have. And we definitely appreciate everybody joining us today. Bud, we appreciate you being here. We will push this out broadly and hopefully keep you guys busy because, sometimes, we know the easiest way to make more money is to save money. And you guys have some great tools out here that people can utilize and, understand their energy usage and, again, hopefully save some costs there. So thank you for being here, sir. And thank you for everybody for joining us.
Thank you, Matt. Thanks for the opportunity.